Hi everyone, my name is Abby and welcome to our Learn With Me series. And in today's episode, we will be embroidering on our sensory cubby. We chose the monkey, and we'll be embroidering a design from embroiderylibrary.com. It'll be a braille design on the stomach, and it'll say "I love you." And you can also get this sensory cubby on AllStitch.com. Okay, and since we're in the Northeast, it's pretty cold out. It's really important to have a static eliminator. So I already sprayed this in the, it's called the static spray. And this is really important to spray around your room and just make sure it's not close to the machine, but it just eliminates the static. So I printed out the color change sheet. This is important to print out, I think, because it's making sure that the sizing you want is correct and the type of color thread that you want on the design as well. And you can look at this before you even buy the design on embroiderylibrary.com. So this is a really great benefit. So once the design has been downloaded onto your embroidery machine, it's now important that we now take our quick stitch, rip stitch tearaway backing, and we will be spraying it with my favorite spray, the 505 temporary adhesive. And we want to make sure that you have a cardboard box, and we're going to spray this away from your machine, and that is very important. Okay. Okay. And we sprayed the tearaway backing. And now we're going to remove the stuffing from the sensory cubby. There's a body and a head stuffing. Okay, just get this out of the way. All right, and now you can see there's no stuffing. And now we want to put the tearaway backing onto the flat side inside the cubby on the stomach. Okay, and as you can see, I put the backing inside. So the next step, we are going to hoop the cubby. And so we want to make sure that it is very flat and there's no wrinkles on the stomach of the cubby. And our design is pretty small, so we're going to have it on the top where it'll say, "I love you." And then you can put also like a name of a kid or a grandkid at the bottom, so you can personalize it and customize it to what you like. Okay, and now we're going to put the magnetic hoop, into the body of the cubby. And you want to make sure it's going to be pretty snug, so you want to push it in there. And put the legs down. And then again, you want to make sure there's no wrinkles and it's flat inside. Perfect. Okay, so now we will be placing the top of the hoop onto the cubby. Okay, so now we hooped the cubby and we're going to place solvay on top before we start the tracing. And here we have some solvay we're going to place. And now we are all set. Okay, so now that we placed the solvay on the stomach of the cubby, we're going to place the cubby upside down, and you want to make sure the legs and the top of this fabric are on the top of the arm, and then the bottom of the fabric at the bottom of the arm. So I'm just double checking. As you can see, the back is hanging on the back of the arm, and the solvay is nicely placed. Okay, And now I just wanted to let you know what I'm using to embroider onto this cubby. For bobbins, I am using the sideless AllStitch brand of bobbins, and these are a really great classic bobbin to use. So we are at a commercial embroidery machine, so I am using a round shank embroidery needle, and this is the Organ brand, and you can get this also at allstitch.com. If you like, you can also use a flat-sided needle as well, and this is the size that I recommend you using, and that is 1175. And you are going to use these if you have a single home embroidery machine. So now we're going to embroider the cubby. And we did already trace the monkey. And I did lay down the solvay, but I wanted to actually put some tape on the solvay so it prevents it from doubling up when it's embroidering. We are now ready to embroider. Okay, so now it's all completed, and now we're going to remove the cubby from the machine. Okay, and now that we removed it from the machine, now we can remove the hoop. And now that we removed the first hoop, we can remove the inside. Okay. And now the next step is we're going to be removing the backing from the inside. And you can just tear it away. And you don't have to be perfect because no one's going to be really seeing the inside anyway. So now that we removed the tearaway backing, we now can remove the solvay. Okay, and if there's any excess, you can use a spray bottle to remove any excess solvay. Now that I sprayed a little bit of the water onto the design just to get rid of a little bit of the excess solvay, you then want to spray the little ball that you have. And then after the 30 seconds is up, you then want to dab and to remove the excess solvay. And now that is done, you can throw away the little ball and then use a paper towel to wipe. And you just want to do this for a little bit longer just to make sure all of it is gone. So now that is complete, and you can see that the design is at the top. And I just want to reiterate that you can put a name and customize it at the bottom. Okay, so now that we're all done with removing the excess solvay, we now can add the stuffing into the cubby. And we want to start with the head. And you just have to push it in a little. Might have to use some muscle. There you go. And then the body. And then you can zip it right up. Right, and its little tail. So cute. Okay, and you are all set. Thank you for joining me in today's Learn With Me video, and feel free to check out our other Learn With Me episodes and check out our other educational resources on allstitch.com.
AllStitch, all the supplies, all the savings, every day.